welcome to McBoss Capital channel. My name is Michael Chu. This is the U.S. stock market recap video for May 9th, 2025. Um, yeah, we are well into May now, and a lot of earnings are out. So there's lots of movement in the stocks area. Some do well and some didn't do well. In terms of the general market, here's the Nasdaq weekly chart. We are bouncing still, but this week we gave up a little bit, which is not bad. Consider we have two strong weeks of gains here, and this week we didn't give up much either. Like I say, it closed really tight, like within 0.3% of last week, and also we closed at the top of the range, so that's also another positive. You know, we are near the 200 day. If we go to the daily chart, it's getting closer. Um, you know, so we are starting to see some resistance here. If we go to actually Nasdaq 100, this one is actually hitting the 200 day. So here's, last week, Friday, I believe, yes, and then Thursday, and then Friday again. So we have been rejected three times now. We just couldn't go past that level. So that could be a problem, and we have to watch for it because if things start to turn, we can have easily another leg down, right? So we always got to prepare for the worst and hope for the best. But as far Friday goes, like it's a weekday, and it closed where it was on Thursday, just a little bit off. And the volume is weaker, so at least on the selling side, volume is weaker, so that's also a plus. Here are some notes for the week. On Monday, President Trump basically said that movies made outside of the U.S. would face 100% tariff, and so that's interesting. The ISM number came in at 51 points, slightly above estimate of 50.2, and the global PMI report shows 50.8, but that one's lower than 51.4. On Tuesday, we have a distribution day. This is S&P 500's first distribution day, which is heavy institution selling since the April 22nd fall through day. Also, the biotech and pharmaceutical firms got rocked on reports that Food and Drug Administration will soon name oncologist Vinay Prasad as the next director of the Center of Biologics Evaluation and Research. He has been critical of COVID-19 mandates and the approval of cancer drugs. So that day XLV dropped quite a bit, 2.8%. So on Wednesday we had the Fed meeting, as well as Trump administration plan to relax chip export restrictions. So Nvidia rallied, but Google dropped on some news related to I think the searches on the Apple Safari mobile browser has dropped. So there's competition from AI products such as OpenAI ChatGPT. So it was down very hard that day, 7.5%. At one point, it was down 9.4%. Apple rakes in 20 billion annually from allowing Google to be the default search engine on iPhones. So on Thursday, I think we got a bounce because Donald Trump's trade deal with United Kingdom, and the volume rose that day, so that's good. And then on Friday we had a pretty much flat day, so not much happening. And on this weekend we're gonna, I don't know if it's this weekend or early next week. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent will be holding talks with the Chinese. And next week we will have CPI inflation reading and U.S. retail jobs. So yeah, I forgot to mention. So on Wednesday, the Fed really didn't make any decision, right? It just held state steady, wait and see mode. Yeah. Alright, let's go. So this is still QQQ. You can see if we climb back above 50-day right here, it gap up, and then we have been above it since, right? So this is the 10-day right here. 10 days rising though, and here's the 50-day, and here's the 200-day. So it's potentially, if we do fall back, this could be the range, right? This could be the range here. So yeah. So it could be stuck there, is all I'm saying. So very similar to the Nasdaq chart, really. So we have different levels here, and then we have 200-day there. On S&P weekly chart, very similar chart. You can see it closed not too far from last week's high, and it closed at the upper range, so that's also good. On daily chart, again similar. We bounced back above 50-day, the red line, and we found support at 10-day right there, and we are finding resistance near the 200-day, so we could be stuck in this range. Here's Dow. Dow's bounced back above it on Thursday decisively. Friday it did give up more and it closed near the bottom, so that's one negative there. As for Russell, same thing. Bounced above it on Thursday, the red line, and then it closed pretty tight near yesterday's close. So I mean Thursday's close, so that's good. It's holding on, pretty healthy now. It's on the 5 weeks run right now on the Russell. Next, we look at innovative IBD 50 ETF here. This one also been bouncing 5 weeks in a row. So this one also closed near the top, so that's a good sign. Again, we have this upper channel line here, which it coincides with the 200-day. So if we can bounce above this, it should be a significant move. As people gain more confidence as it crossed that line. So the key is if it does cross it, we want it to hold at the top, and then even if it falls back, it should fall back not too close to the black line, and then something like this, and then go up again, right? So that's what we want to see. Looking at the 10-year yield, it also bounced a little bit, so that's good. It's still within the 4.2 and 4.5 range. That's kind of sweet spot for this right now. The US dollar also starting to bounce back. It is rising above 21-day now and 10 days, so that's a good sign. Um, whether this is good for the export, probably not, but here's the 50-day line coming down, so we might find resistance there short term. Oil price also bounced back a little bit to the 21-day line. It's still in a downtrend, so watch out for the resistance there. Gold, it pulled back once more again. You see it goes out and pulls back, and then Friday it kind of reversed a little bit and closed at the low, but it's trading tighter, so that's a good sign. So it's kind of neutral right now in general. Next we have Bitcoin. Bitcoin has been moving really strong. You can see right here, bouncing off the 10-day newspaper. This is the New York Stock Exchange advanced decline daily line here. So we've been powering up higher, and recently you can see we're still sitting at the highs here, so that's really good sign. As for Nasdaq, it has weakened a little bit this week. It didn't make a new high on Thursday, so watch for this. As for the general market trend, IBD are still in I call it confirm uptrend, 40 to 6% allocation. As you can see here, Monday rally spotters on tariff as Fed meeting looms. Broad market drop, so that's the distribution day. And then we did go up higher after Fed hold steady. Small caps lit on Thursday. Stocks mostly lower now on Friday, just a little bit, as the Chinese and U.S. tariff talks this weekend. And so in terms of accumulation, you can see it is very strong. Thursday and Friday, we bounced back to the 300 level like last Friday. Distribution did increase. You can see in the high hundreds level compared to last week. And in terms of industry groups, we also came back to the 70s level. And then on the distribution side, it's near the 30 level. So again, pick up in distribution on several groups here. As far as the net accumulation minus distribution number of stocks here for technology sector, we climbed back to the 40s. Retail, we climbed back to the 40s. Industrial, we also climbed to the 40s, not as high as last week's, the 8. Health has been the one that's been under distribution this whole week. And commodities also pick up on Thursday and Friday to 20s, and financial also slightly, still not as strong as last week's close. We have Baba, CoreWeave, SC Limited, Karma, and Merck, WF, and Walmart, Lower, Met, Cyber, Excel, and RBC Bearing. Mostly the tech-related mega cap sectors. Here we have semiconductor WENAC ETF here. Again, this one is actually very powerful. Look at how it closed at the top here, and another strong week, and we are making new highs as well, so very nice. Here's Nvidia holding really tight up here. So here's the nice bounce on Wednesday. After the Fed meeting, you can see it bounce all the way to the top here. On Thursday, it trading really tight. It went up just a tiny, and then on Friday, it gave up very little. Again, still holding. So yeah, it's potential entry point here as the 10 days coming up. So yeah, still really good entry point here. If we draw the trend line, yeah, it's just holding slightly above the upper channel line here. Also notice the volume has really dried up on the selling side, so that's also another good news. Next, we're gonna look at the IGV software sector. This one also trying to close at the top here. Another week, but just barely, like 0.2% higher this week. On the daily chart, you can see also it's actually came out one of the close, like earlier ones that came out above the 50-day, and then now it's like much higher. So this is probably a stronger index than the other groups. So again, this is the software group. On Friday, it did give up some here. Again, this trend line is very steep, this 10-day. So it's possible we can test it again and then bounce again. That will continue the uptrend here. So let's start off with Microsoft here. Microsoft has been doing really well since the earnings season. You can see it has trading so tight right here, even as the 10 days catching up now, and then looks like it wanting to make new highs again. So as I mentioned earlier, Google tumbled on the Apple mobile Safari news. The search is lower, and that causes a problem for Google right now. Amazon also was doing well. You can see it is climbing above the red line here, and it's been holding up on Friday as well, so that's really good. Meta also climbing back above 50-day and 200-day here. Very strong support level, as you can see. It didn't even want to come back and touch the line as it pulls back. Apple also weak as well. With the search news also has some impact here. It is up below the 10-day moving average. Finally, we have Tesla. It bounced really strong on Friday. I think the robotaxi event is going to be scheduled early June, so I think that's part of the news. I think propel it higher. This is a very nice clean breakout. And this is a very strong level as well. 200 days here. It's above all the short-term moving averages, so this looks really good. And finally, we have Netflix. Netflix continue to be a powerhouse in this rally so far. It is starting to pull back right here. So volume it is decreasing, very low right now. As you can see, it goes as far back as even lower than here. So this is really good sign. So I'll be looking to add on the bounce here. So thank you for watching this video. Hope you like and subscribe it and comment and any thing about this video. Feel free to follow me on the next video, which I'll go through my top growth stock list. Again, because of earnings season, there's lots of shuffles, and so we'll go through that list again. Thank you very much for watching this. Have a good weekend.